for the lady.
What's up, Bob?
Something is not right.
Something is not right, but
Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. You ready for nights?
yes. So what type of nights are we doing? Like Chaos Nights, Loyalist Nights, Renegade Nights?
Well, we want the request was for night houses. Was it not?
Probably like nights in general.
Well, not how I wrote my script. And somebody actually asked a question. Bestly, of course, Armageddon.
I wonder what Armageddon want to talk about.
I swear it's a running gag now. Nights. Nights.
The Old Republic.
No.
Well, we'll get a balloon ding for that one.
Nope. You get a womp womp womp.
I will throw my leg at you.
If you can reach your legs.
I'm ready for bed.
Oh, you baby bitch.
Fuck you. Sleep has been invading me the past couple days.
Aren't you a whiny shit?
Oh, aren't you? Well, aren't you a complaining fucking asshole?
Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to hear it.
You're gonna hear it and you're gonna fucking love it. Cause there ain't nothing you can do about it, bitch boy.
You know what I could do?
I have better server privileges than you, bitch.
I could do this.
Okay, cool.
I could take the ball and go home.
But are you really going to?
No, I'll just make fun of you some more. You pansy fuck.
You mutant degenerate. The sisters are a better version of you.
And yet, all I hear is, why aren't the Space Marines here to save us? All the time.
Because you're made to do a job and you refuse to do it. I'm sorry,
Well,
you do the job, but you're shit at it.
I'm sorry, what's that mechanical boy who keeps getting his legs taken by Necrons?
Who is it that I'm sorry, but who is
I'm
the
sorry,
Necrons that
who has-
constantly kick your ass?
Who has legs still?
For now.
What's that? I can't hear you over the 01 of your toaster screaming for help.
Yes,
sorry,
hello
I
everybody, and welcome to another Valor show. And we have the War of the Mods, as Cicero calls it. Hello,
Wait, we were
everybody.
alive
How
the
are you
whole
doing
time?
today?
I did not know we were live. I was just fucking around.
No, we were live. I was,
We were
that's what I was
live
doing.
for the last 10 minutes. Like, we had the
Oh,
timer
dear.
going.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I just had music playing and the timer going while I was getting stuff together. I just
was
kept my mic
aware.
muted. I'm like, let him go.
Is it the running gag? The Imperium is always fighting with each other.
The second the
Apparently.
Necron shows up, shut up, you fucking dusty robot.
That seems to be the skit, how we do it. Next
Yes.
episode, IRL cameras, ring, gloves, Bob versus Alan. My bet is on Alan. $10.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Cicero. I'll take that $10 and I will buy it into a group of towels just for you.
What the fuck are you? I got the reach on your ass.
Yes. You know what I have, though? A chair. The fight didn't say anything about being fair. But speaking of nice things, my new Deathwatch book came in the mail.
Ooh.
Honor the chapter. You know how our main complaint, Alan, was in the first book, the core book, you only have like 8 chapters to pick from?
Yes.
This one adds 20.
Can I be Minotaurs? Can I be Lamenters? I want to be a Lamenter.
No, but I'll name you one notable one you probably want to play. The Carcharodons.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Minotaurs are in here. And so are the Legion of the Damned. What?
What?
And that's how you
Cicero's going hard, man. You know you can make a flamethrower with hairspray and a lighter.
I'll make you guess. I'm gonna be like how we were playing Dwarf Simulator. Make you toasty. I smell
Cicero
bacon.
out for blood.
When in doubt and deadly danger, Bob has the greatest trick of all, pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Joke's on you. I wear glasses.
Joke's on you, I have an air compressor.
Oh, that was fun last night. We gotta play that again on stream.
Dwarf Simulator?
Rock and stone.
Squat Simulator.
Rock and Stone. Huh.
But anyways, who we crushing?
Who we crushing?
Yeah. I was trying to make a segue for us to talk about knights.
Yes. Because even the most gentlest of want, the greatest of, what's the term? What's a good joke to start this off with? Oh, yes, I know. How everybody laughs and says, "Oh, you couldn't use that in a war situation," until they see the man-sized chainsword coming at you.
Yeah.
Yes, tonight we are
In the name of the
speaking
Holy Inquisition,
Imperial
you
Knights and
motherless wretch,
Chaos Knights.
surrender now.
Surrender now. Thank you for the bit, Cicero. Oh. Rock and stone.
But we will first speak of the knight classes. I am not going to go into the scout class knights. I'm not. I'm just going to say screw it because that's the stupidest thing I've seen in my life.
There's a scout class?
Yes, Alan knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
The anchorages or whatever the hell they're called about. The literally basically tiny dreadnoughts stolen from Armored Core. It's stupid. We're not going to talk about it.
I think they're called and but I know in Chaos they're called Bloodhounds.
Yeah, they're just stupid as shit.
Those warglaive things or whatever they're called?
Those tiny
Armigers?
ones. Yes, those.
The Armigers.
Armigers, that's what they're called. I know what you're talking about. Okay, that's a scout class? I didn't know I had a little class.
Well, you have the 3 primary classes. Well, technically 4 if you want to count the heresy ones.
I thought they were just like squires, the knights.
They practically are.
They are. But we have the primary classes. You have the standard knight class, which is what you regularly see on the fields of 40k today. Would you believe I told you this? All these are supposed to be lawn care equipment.
If I remember correctly, weren't they they were like lumber and mining shit?
Yes.
Yeah, are we gonna talk about
Originally?
the greatest knight though?
The
The
goodest
Blade
knight.
of Gaia, Knight Valiant, piloted by Lord Herrick Cornarum, son of High King Valak Cornarum,
Kyle,
High
ban
Prince
him.
of
Oh my
High of
Kyle,
High
God.
shut him
Cornarum,
up. Kyle, shut
Master
him
of
up.
the Blade of Gaia.
It just keeps going.
The joys of muting him. I can no longer hear him.
Everyone knows what I was talking about, though.
Yes.
I know of a
Greatest of
knight
knights.
of the House of Nox Fabrica.
They had and her big thing is she has a goddamn stealth field as a knight. She's a stealth knight.
If we want to be technical, you have what's known as PDF Titan Knights, which are what you currently see all around the Imperium today. You have what are known as Battle Knights, which are the Horus Heresy model types. You know, the ones that get stupid big, that have all the super big ass weapons.
Have the shield and lance.
Yeah, that one's that's a Battle Knight. And then you have the Super Heavies. Like
Super
my
heavy.
you know, like they just came out with the new Night Box. The what the fuck do they call that thing?
Okay, I got a question. Are super heavy titans just on the verge of being scout? Super heavy knights just on the verge of being a scout titan?
Yes, they're basically below a Scout Titan of firepower.
Okay, I figured that's how I was going.
And that's mostly because a lot of the Knight equipment got developed independently of the might of the Forge Worlds.
I know every Forge World had its own way of making knights. So there's thousands upon thousands of knights and night houses. Let's not forget about night houses.
Yeah, and Knight houses themselves have their own ways of creating their own knights.
Yeah, because night houses also they have a way of they can pretty much night houses can almost make their own knights, right?
Yes, they actually maintain their own equipment to build them.
Oh, they don't build them, but they maintain them.
No, they build them, Alan.
Oh, they do. Okay, I thought they did.
The bigger major houses can build their own knights. Mind you, because they have the backing of assistants who actually trained on how to make these things.
Yes, you're welcome.
Not actually trained by Mars.
I don't know. I'm not talking about Mars. I'm talking about Forge Worlds.
Not trained by Forge Worlds either.
Oh,
They don't send some of the major houses. They don't send their technicians, as we'll call them, engineers, as they call them, knight, or what the hell did they call them? They had a funny name. Their armorers to Forge Worlds. They send them to a greater house, and the house trains them and sends them back to a lesser house. And in exchange, the lesser house comes to the aid of a greater house. Kind of like the Game of Thrones Bannermen.
Called by
it's
Night
so
Lord
like-
a lumberjack.
Yes.
Lord's a lumberjack.
I know.
Techno
Techno
heresy?
heresy. Techno heresy.
Not techno heresy. You want to know why? Because the Ordo Questoris, as they're called, made a deal with the Emperor without the backing without needing the backing of the Mechanicum.
Techno heresy. Got it.
It's not my fault that you for once didn't get to gobble up all the tech. You're still bitching about how the Lion has some funny things on his ship that you're not
Oh.
allowed to see.
I know. Fuck the lion.
For once, I can't say so. I love his new book.
Yeah, you only like the Dark Angels because the guy is back.
Legitimately, Alan, like, okay, I'm gonna step away from the Knights for a second and talk about the topic of the Lion. The Lion is actually developed into a decent character. Like, he's not just a yes,
He's
I'm
not,
gonna do
here,
this thing.
Petravo, have these weapons of war if you vote for me.
Exactly. He's moved away, and now, like, the perfect quote is, "I have failed my father. I have failed my brothers. I do not want to fail my sons."
Well, the best way
Like,
you can say it is he's learned from his mistakes.
Exactly.
Wait, you mean there's actual character development?
They actually gave a Primarch besides Perturabo character development.
Wow.
And Gilliman, which is also a shocking thing. You would thought those three would never get character development.
Gilman, you're a Boy Scout here. Just wear this medal and have a good day.
Thank God. I heard something funny that they wanted to bring Gilman back a lot earlier. Can you guess under who's writing?
The guy you
Your
hate.
Calabra
Matt
guy.
Matt fucking Word. Which would have
Uh,
scared
Panic?
Panic indeed. I was like, so what telling me is I dodged a Titan shell. But yes, the line actually, like one of my favorite parts about the book is that he's fighting with a chaos sorcerer and he's telling him what is wrong with me, lift your foul sorcery upon me. And mind you, Lion just got done carrying through obliterators, chaos terminators, most of it unarmed. And this chaos sorcerer's just laying on the ground, his back broken, his arms, and it goes, "You're just old. How much more powerful do you need to be?" And the Lion goes, "Oh." It turns and walks away. Just, oh. Shit. He pulled the.
Damn, you're right.
But yes, and I can't wait for the next book, but the line where he goes 1v1 with Angron and beats the ever living tar shit out of him.
Lion is a cool guy. A cool gray hair badass who is not fucking an Eldar chick.
No, he just has tiny Xenos following him around like little crackheaded lost children. But back on the top. But on the top, back on topic of the current thing, there are 6 main, as I like to call them, the primary Knights of 40k. You have the Knight Preceptor, the Warden, Gallant, Crusader, Errant, and Paladins. Each with their own type of armaments. Like the Warden has a Gatling cannon and a Power Fist. The Warden has that. The Gallant has a massive chainsword and the Power Fist. The Crusader has the Gatling gun and a battle cannon. The Errant has the chainsword and a massive melt-a-gun. These are... Suffice to say, even against Space Marines themselves, even with all their fancy tech, would have a hard time dealing with a Knight. Without bringing out the heavy armor, because Knights also possess their own type of shielding called Ion Shields.
It's sort of like Void Shield, but it's like a little bit of a lesser version. But
It's not even...
but I know it's a lesser version. It's still a shield, though.
Doesn't have to be like directional.
Yeah, it's a directional shield. It's not like a Void Shield, which is a bubble.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Well, the Void Shield, the Ion Shield can still be over around it, but it's a lot thinner.
And
That's why a lot of them direct it, because it makes it thicker.
Where it can shrug off those big ass rounds.
The best way you can think about it is think about it being a knight with a shield, whereas that's kind of the point.
Better.
Yeah, because it's got that little shoulder shield that I think is.
Yeah, it has a little solar shield, but
they
that's the
use.
decoration for the pintle gun. But the Ion Shield is sort of like this, like an actual knight on horseback. It's big round shield, like the big kite shield thing.
Well, to be fair, put it this way: against infantry, that shield's going to be spread thin because there's not a lot infantry carried weapons can do against a knight.
Yeah, no. The main time they actually do the whole
Concentrate the
Ion
shield.
counter shield is when it's versing other knights or versing heavy armor.
Like
Even
when
some
Scott brings it to the fight.
Also, believe it or not, the bigger knights with its Ion Shield can deflect Scout Titan plasma rounds.
Yes,
So it is powerful.
that's why during the Ultima found the Indominus Crusade, call Unleash the new pattern of knights because they have miniaturized Scout Titan weaponry, like the shock harpoon, which is the dumbest fucking thing. It's hilarious though. It's a goddamn harpoon that has a massive Tesla coil hooked up to it to zap and EMP enemy vehicles. A Warhound Titan, a traitor Warhound, was killed by one of these things.
Yes.
Because it's hard to stay. It's hard to stay upright when you have no power.
It also it completely fries the internals. And so a lot of the weapons. So if you hit it right, you can knock off the weaponry.
Oh no, that's
Fire
what
the
the EMP
EMP?
does. Yeah, it basically EMPs it.
Watchers in
Which-
the Dark needs their own episode.
Oh dear God, that's going to be There's not a lot. That is going to be Xenos mini series, mini episode, mini topics.
That should
Like,
be like a book club episode.
oh yeah. Speaking of which, when the fuck are we gonna start doing that episode?
Whatever you
What?
decide, Mr. Library.
Yeah, fuck you.
Whenever our librarian decides they want to do a book club.
Well, we'll see if enough people want to. We're not gonna waste our times if they don't want to listen to us just talk about a book. Just because we're nerds doesn't mean everybody
Book.
watching this. Book. But yeah, I could talk your ears off about certain books. But there's going to be a
I
catch.
really want to get into the books.
Well, I could always talk summaries and that and just go, hey, this is no shit. This is what happens. So no shit. There we were.
Well, that's why you do a book club. You give a book, give them a month to read it, and then do an episode on it. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Book
This
club.
is true. Tell you what, if you fuckers want to see this shit, go into the Coda Sears library and just spam Purity Sears. We get enough of you fuckers wanting to, I'll do it. We'll do it.
If you get enough purity seals in there.
Yes, just Purity Seal the shit out of that thing. I want to walk in and look like I walked into a covenant of the sisters.
Here, everybody, throw in all the seals.
I have a sneaking suspicion Sister was listening going, seals, you say? I'm just going to go into there and see a bunch of lion seals in there. But back on topic, we keep skipping off.
Isn't that just par for the course now?
Yes, always.
I was like, what else is new?
Us?
Staying on topic. Us staying on topic. Impossible.
That's never gonna happen. You know it, boy.
Stay on topic challenge. Difficulty challenging. Impossible.
Impossible. Anyways, another tangent happening. Let's continue on.
Yes. But
We had
now,
tangent about tangents.
tangents about tangents. But now we'll move to the Crassus type knights, as they're called. Or as I like to call them, the heresy variants. Starting with one of my personal favorite types, the Crassus Knight Archon. I will put a picture of all these in the Discord, so don't you worry, my friends. Shameless plug to the general. Away! Come on. Post the fucking...
Having problems there, buddy.
Yes, didn't want to copy and paste the picture. The bastard thing. Eh. You prick.
Anyways, as Bob is having issues, how are you doing, Kyle?
Oh, just wonderful.
Just wonderful. That's it.
Yeah, went out, got my shots, came home,
There it goes. Fucking thing.
watched Mike stream for a while. You know, fun stuff.
This is a variant of Titan, or Knight, I should call it, exclusively used for terror and shock assault. It is equipped with a fearsome Ripper chain fist, twin-linked heavy bolters, and an Archon pattern flame cannon.
Yeah, that's a yeah. Now, when we talk about the heavy flamer, that's the heavy flamer.
These things are massive monsters. They are meant to get in, and rip shit the fuck apart. They are the very definition of rip and tear until it is done. Not a picture for you guys. Smaller, but still effective. They also are one of the few Titans that can be equipped with what's known as ocular augmentations,
Just make
It-
you see better.
thermal and night vision.
Thermal and night.
Meaning, even in the dark, you're not safe.
Reminds me of that. I remember that one of those episodes with Jay, the knight, and all of a sudden the walker just looks right at him as they're laying down on the ground. You remember that episode, Kyle?
What? Who?
J Raptor.
Oh, yep. You're talking about
The Arma episodes.
Arma episodes that he does. He does the Warhammer ones, which very good YouTuber. I recommend you guys go check out.
Oh, he's hilarious.
I think the name of his channel is Rubik's Raptor.
Rubik's Raptor, yes, that's
They
his name.
do a lot of Arma stuff and other various things, and they do some Warhammer mods, and it's pretty cool. Sometimes they get knights and other stuff in there. What they call it, the Bosnian Knight.
The Bosnian Knight, yeah.
The Bosnian Knight, like they do like a big like Smash Bros. Melee intro for him and stuff, and he just wrecks shit.
He's terrifying.
Oh, it's so good. I love watching him. He's just a lone guardsman. He turns the corner and there's a bunch of Chaos Space Marines. He's just like, oh. He gets vaporized.
Yeah, exactly what you think. Or the one time he was he was playing as the Blood Pact, and all of a sudden a NPC stops in front of him. He's like, oh, it's just a bunch. Oh, it's just him and a squad. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a bunch of guardsmen. We got this. All of a sudden, out pops 6 goddamn Ultramarines.
Like, yeah, well, that's death.
Oh no! Next, we'll run into one of Alan's favorite variants of the Castius, the Apatos. This one is purely designed to take on Knight, Heretic engines, and Xenos war machines.
Knight
Whose existence are
Cicero.
But these ones are designed to take on enemy armor, whose very existence is blasphemy to the Omnisaya.
And don't they literally? Their whole Knight version is, hey, I heard you like guns. Well, you put guns on your guns.
Well, they come with a Apatos las cutter, which is just a super big las cannon, and a gravity singularity cannon. Now you know why you don't see these ones anymore.
Yes.
Kyle, these are the ones that made the Silent King go, or not Silent King, Imhotep go, I'm going back to bed for 1,000 years. Because humans are throwing fucking singularities around.
Like, yeah, we're gonna wait till all the black hole people are gone. Stop
Wait,
throwing all the black holes everywhere.
Yes, we're time to overpower the weak, the young race of the galaxy. Turns, sees that thing throw a fucking black hole at somebody. We're going back to bed.
Yeah, we'll wait till they suck themselves up in their own black holes, then we'll come back.
Brother, it's like, hey, Farhan, grab me the NyQuil.
They also are equipped with an upgraded version of the ion shield used by most knights, known as ion flare shields. Which, suffice to say, when this thing gets struck, I hope you're ready for your fucking sensors to start going nuts.
Sounds
Because
like fun.
it's like getting struck. Like, let's put it this way. What's a good way to say it? When you strike it, it's almost like a flashbang goes off. Meaning,
don't look at it when you hit it.
problem is your system's sensors will get overloaded, which lets it shoot you very well.
No problems. Got it.
Oh yeah, no. There's a reason why these things stopped. They're so powerful. They kind of went away after the dreaded Titan death. Beta Garmin. I spit its name like a curse.
Wasn't that like pretty much practically the Great Titan War?
Beta Garmin is the battle nicknamed the Titan Death, Alan.
Okay, yeah, all right. Now you said that name. Now it rang the bell.
Where multiple Titan legions were just shattered.
Because they were fighting each other.
Yep. Next, you have the Castigar variant of this one, which just packs a Castigar patent bolt cannon. Alan? Do you like Gatling guns?
Yes.
How would you like 2 Gatling gun barrels for one weapon system?
You just made my iron to big iron.
Plus a Tempest Warblade, which is just a Knight power sword.
Big iron on his Titan.
I will put a shameless plug into the picture of this monster into the Discord. Oh, shameless plug where I got all these pictures from. It's right from the wiki. If you want to go look at these things without me talking, just go right to the wiki. And then you have the Lancer variant. Kyle, we just talked about this one.
That's a sword. That's the lance and shield one.
Yes.
That was like
But
a newer one that I saw. It did that.
that's a shock lance, Kyle.
Gatling goes Bert.
Zap, zap, zap.
Let's just put it this way. It literally is a power spear that can shear through Titan armor.
Oh. Sounds powerful.
Yes, and it's the other thing you see on its side is an ion gauntlet shield, which is a super condensed ion shield.
Oh,
Even rarer, you have what's known as the Knight Manjiba. These are a Mechanicus variant of the Knights. You only see these like in the oldest house. They have the big weird lightning claws and battle cannons. Alan knows what I'm talking about.
yes.
These are rare because everything the Mechanicus employs is rare. Same thing with the Strix and the. Ooh, actually, one of the rarest Titans is known as the Akratius Knights Pyprion. I think that's how you pronounce it. I might be having a stroke. These things actually are in 40k, but they are incredibly fucking rare. Like, let's just put it this way. If you consider a Night House a Titan Legion, right, Alan?
Mhm.
This would be your Imperator. This Imperator. What the fuck's that variant? Imperator Armageddon variant of a Emperor class Titan.
Yeah, it's rare beyond all fucking rareness.
This knight just deserves the Daka Daka motherfucker. Gatling gun goes burr.
I
It's
actually
pretty
thought
funny
about.
to see that thing's got two Gatling guns on top of each other.
Yes, they're twin linked. This monstrosity.
That's a big
It
boy.
doesn't just go Daka Daka. It goes Daka 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 Daka. It's like it's double the Daka.
Double
The
Daka.
firepower and the armor of this
It doesn't
knight.
look like an actual knight. It's only just two. Its arms are just guns.
Yes,
Yeah.
this thing, Alan, is one of the, if not the most armed and armored of all knight chassis in Imperial service.
You like your ballistics dreadnought? Well, we made a bigger version. God damn.
Cicero, whoa, fuck me, big chunky boy.
Yes, very.
This one armaments even rivals that of Scout class Titans in size and power. They are even taller than the Crassus types. They come equipped with 2 linked magma las cannons. An iron
Magma?
storm. Yes, magma.
All right.
It's 2 iron storm. It has a massive iron storm missile pod, which you see on the back. It even equipped with Helios defense missiles. But most importantly, it comes also equipped with 2 massive, and I say fucking massive, autocannons.
Oh.
Basically, those big things you see on the side, those are the what the hell is it called? The magma las cannons, which is description. It's a massive laser weapon developed by the combat walkers of the Imperial Knights. It is a devastating weapon that can even obliterate the most heavily armored weapons. These las cannons are several magnitudes more powerful than even the Solix pattern las cannons of the Mechanicum Tagridmica. Say that again. Basically, Scout Titans. These ones are more powerful than some of the las cannons on the fucking Scout Titans. They're a twin linked variant, and they're even a lot powerful enough if combined with what the fuck are they called? The shield breaker missiles can slay even battle class Titans. Now you see,
Yeah.
yeah. Do you see why these are very precious beyond all belief?
I can sort of see, yeah.
40k knights are fucking nuts. And that's not even the most stupid of them.
That's not.
No, it's not. There's one that there's one called the Acritius. Fuck it. Here, guys, pronounce this for me so before I sound like I'm having a stroke.
Hello there, Ragagoo.
Yes, the Ragagoo.
That's all I can think of now. The
That.
Castius
Knight
Knight
Osterus.
Osterus? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Asterius?
Yes, Alan. And tell me what you think those things on its main weapons are. I just want to see what your reaction is.
When looking at that, I'm just thinking missiles.
Tell me what you think those are, Alan.
God damn. Are those like some super powered like laser beam emitter bullshit?
I
What do
believe
you-
those are Tesla cannons.
They're worse, Alan.
Oh.
Those are two twin-linked conversion beam cannons.
Conversion beam?
Yes, a conversion beam is a type of energy-based weapon that it gains more powerful the further distance it travels because it's breaking molecular bonds.
Well, damn.
You would basically use let's put it this way, the old Master of the Forge model used to have this thing, and it had enough armor to one-shot a super heavy tank if it traveled its max distance. It had to travel, I think, like 92 inches or 96 inches, and it had enough power to kill a super heavy. Like that, one-shot it.
So the farther it goes, the more damage it does.
Oh yeah. This is a long-range variant Titan. This is basically, that's an enemy. That's an enemy Titan. These are literally meant to be siege-breaking Titans. Perturabo used a lot of these buggers.
Did he get her from the lion?
uh,
Yes.
the lion. And then you have the old obsolete pet.
Sleeps tonight.
And then you have the old obsolete variants that are now out. Like the Knight Baron. Which, if you want to see a funny episode, I can
Pretty
make
sure
a full...
I've heard that before.
Kyle,
Volkite. Isn't Volkite supposed to be like really powerful too?
yeah, that's... You know how Melta's a short range?
What the fuck did you just put in the Discord?
That is the Knight Baron. That is a obsolete
Yeah.
variant.
I can see why.
It only has pronounces the power. It only has a battle cannon and a power lance.
Really?
And then you have the Knight Lancer, which is the one I just showed you, which is considered obsolete now. The one with the spear and shield.
Because isn't the one with the spear? Is that a Horse Heresy model technically?
Oh, all those last few big ones, you don't see those nowadays a lot in 40K because they're so hard to maintain.
Yeah, because I remember when they were talking about the Horse Heresy stuff. That's when I saw the knight with the shield and the lance. I think that's supposed to be Horse Heresy era.
And now that we got done talking about Knight variants, because all these are both Traitor and Loyalist variants, we will now do as the... Is it from Epic? No. Volkite is not from Epic. I have a few 30K and 40K models that have Volkite weapons. If we're going to talk about Volkite, let's just put it this way, Kyle. You know how Melta weapons' main drawback is their short range?
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine Melta with almost the same range as your standard Imperial las gun.
A
In lore.
Melta gun with that type of range?
And if it killed something nearby to something, the molecular destruction can jump to another target and kill it.
Oh, damn.
It is chain reacting Melta power.
Chain on lightning unlimited power Melta.
Yes. The reason why you don't see Volkite much anymore is because they were seized from everybody who didn't have the personal permission of the Emperor by pain of death.
AKA give it back or die.
Like, literally, Volkite used to be everywhere, and then Emps went, "You idiots are killing everything and everyone. Give them here, or I swear to God, you're going to regret it." And he did get most of them. Like, you would only see Volkite in the hands of veteran legionaries from the 40K, Primarchs, and Custodians.
Of course, the custodians had them.
Oh yeah, of course. The Emperor's bodyguard used to use the most dangerous thing. Shit, I think they're the only model in 40k nowadays that can even equip full kite weapons. There are Lalian Terminators. And Mandos had hit like a freight train. But first, we have spark of House Tyrannus, the first of the orders, whose very existence. You know what, Alan? Where do you think this Night House hails from?
Fuck. House Tyrannus. Are they here from the world that was eaten by the Tyranids?
No,
Okay, no. Then no, I don't know.
Tyrannus. Tyrannus is the Night House of Mars.
Okay, because I was thinking Tyrannus, Tyranids.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I read into the lore and it's not the case. Then you have House Cast, who are basically, how do I say this? They are famous for hunting down traitor engines. After they destroyed one of their home worlds, they would hunt. The quote have vowed that whenever the threat of chaos rears its malformed head, they will be there to sever it at the neck.
They really don't like traitors.
No, they really fucking don't. By far the largest of the night houses, though, is House Raven. Their knights number in the hundreds, dozens of households ready to answer the summons of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Once again, this is a Mechanicus household.
Are we going to quote if the Raven?
Actually, no. Here, shameless plug to the Discord once again. The picture for the House Raven's heraldry. Once again, if you wish, you can always just go right onto the wiki and look up all the house sigils.
Why'd they do that when they got you, Bob?
Because, Bob, you're right. Why would they do that? Because hence why I'm not going to do it. And this one in particular, they swore ancient fealty to not Mars, but to Metallica. Yes, Alan.
They follow Metallica.
Yes, they are in service of Metallica.
Do they ride the lightning?
Yes. Now we're going to... These are the Questor Mechanicus. Now we move to the Questor Imperialis. House Commodus. Commodus. That's going to drive me fucking nuts.
Words.
Metallica 666.
Cadmus. It's
Like,
Cadmus.
half of the fun of this show is just listen to Bob try to pronounce words.
Pronounce 40k words when they spell things weird and funny. Like demon. Daemon.
Daemon. Heard you like some
Dam-
high Gothic in your English.
Daemon. Stop it. Daemon. This house is famous because they actually have a ritual, event. How do I say this? Every Midsummer's Eve, known as the annual hunt, or as they call it, the call. Can you guess what they do at this time?
Kill each other.
They hunt people.
Mutants, they call them.
AKA peasants.
However, this has actually got them into a bit of hot water.
Well, I'm guessing some of the people they were hunting weren't mutants.
Well, they almost killed an Inquisitor. And there's not much worse thing you can do than to try to kill an Inquisitor is to fail to kill an Inquisitor.
Oops.
Because Inquisitors have that pesky habit of having the dick measuring contest, and they measure their starship as their dick.
I'm guessing nukes were involved.
More like the listen, motherfuckers.
You
When
tempted me, and I'm about to push the button.
Yeah, you stepped one fucking toe out of. Like, to be example,
I have
I
a
actually
big
climb-
red button I can push.
you know how you win the call? You kill the most mutants. And
Mhm.
the one who wins the call is the one that leads the house for the next year. So it's changed hands with more frequency than any other house. The current ruler, Baron Ronald of Swinford Hall, has retained command for the last 32 years. Problem is, Cadmus has suffered greatly in defense of the nearby forge world of Griffin 4. Can you guess against what foe?
Uh,
I'm gonna put my money on bugs.
Nids.
Nids against High Fleet Leviathan.
I got it right.
Next, we have House Griffin, which are basically just questing knights all over the place, challenging each other to duels and shit. They make major use of thermal cannons. You know, the knight-sized melta-guns.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and Reaper chainswords. Next, we have House Hawkshroud.
Did their heir die guarding the wall that said traitor on it?
Wait, what the fuck was that reference, Alan?
House Stark. Remember he got hit. Remember he got stabbed in the back. Oh,
Did you just do spoilers?
yes.
Bad,
From an old show. That's kind of
Bad
shit.
Alan.
Oh, you mean to be fair, I'm hoping that the Winds of Winter fix all the bullshit the last few seasons of the show did.
I will say that's like early in the show, and to be honest, the show was shit.
Well,
Because-
the last few seasons were shit.
Yeah, the beginning was great, but
Everything up to season 5 was good. It was after that things took a dark turn.
and we do not talk about the ending.
We don't talk about the stupid ending. Anyway, basically, honor is the most single and
The
most
tree
important.
man shall be king. Sorry.
Stupid as shit. To the noble house of Hawkshroud, honor is the most important virtue of all. It is basically they are the Starks. To the point where their house motto is this: there has never been a knight of Hawksword who has forgotten an oath, and with them come their bannermen, or not their bannermen, their knights. There has not been a lord who is of the Hawkshroud who has ever forgotten an oath. For this reason, almost all of their knights are always away on campaigns to uphold past alliances.
So to them, honor is all.
Yes. Though the current Lord of Hawkshroud, the Viscount Tudian, fears one day that the homeworld will come under attack. With so many knights scattered across the galaxy, his skeleton force would need significant support to defend the homeworld of Castilian against a determined foe. But would their allies come as readily as they do? I'll give you a hint. The answer is yes for one of these reasons. Can you guess who they're allied with?
I'm guessing the Gilliman.
Actually, no. Here, I'll give you a picture of their household sigil. What do you think they owe? Who has their backs with those symbols and colors?
Wait, was it the Hawkshroud one?
Yes,
Imperial Fist?
they actually with their allies, they have sworn alliances with the Imperial Fists, Black Templars, Knights of Caliban. You know, the actual ones that the Dark Angel successors that actually give a shit about preserving the honor of the Lion.
The emo Raven Guard.
Actually, yes, they actually have alliances with the Raptors.
Oh, see, Cicero wasn't off.
Just wrong, just the daddy Raven instead of the Raptor baby.
But so they mainly help out the.
Yeah, if they could get the word out, chances are a lot of people would come running to aid them.
Yeah, so they help out a lot of space
I don't
marines.
think
So
you want
they
to
ever
lose a
say,
night house either. I feel like a
No,
night
if
house
you-
would be pretty high on the priority list to protect.
When you can. Especially a night house that sends so many of its forces to support other areas. If I had to give it a priority rating, it'd probably be Alpha Primaris or Primoris. As the Imperial. What was it? Space Marine 1 strategic value absolute.
Yeah, I feel like that's got to be a big high on the list. Yeah. For sure.
Well, some night houses aren't considered strategic value absolute, especially if they're shit starters. But we're not here to talk about major households. I'm not really going to do anything on the Chaos houses simply because they all share the same fucking story except one of them. They all sided with Horus during the heresy, and they basically have been on the run ever since.
We chose the losing side, and now we're on the lam.
Yeah, basically. That there's no real. There is one night, a Chaos Knight household that is basically never met the Imperium whatsoever.
Really?
So,
Oh no, they did, but they said no. Go
No,
fuck
they-
yourself.
yeah, no, they never met the Imperium until M39. By that point, they said, fuck yourselves.
Yeah, because aren't they in the boonies?
Yeah. Mind you, there was another night household that tried the same shit. But that didn't work well for them. Yeah, it didn't work well. Can you guess why?
I'm guessing boom explosions.
The
and death.
Imperium, or maybe if I don't know when the era is, but the Imperium and or M said wrong answer, bitch.
M31
Yeah, wrong
Yeah,
answer,
but-
bitch.
and the First Legion. Wrong answer, motherfucker.
Hey, come and join us. No. Wrong answer.
Oh no! So after they went, sir, this wasn't a question. It was a request.
This wasn't a request. This was a voluntold situation.
It's like when your mom says I wasn't asking.
Here, but first I'll put a few chaos type titans into it. If you can guess the brand, who they fell service into, I'll give you a cookie. God, who do you think?
You owe me like 3 cookies by now.
You also fuck up and do stupid shit, which costs you cookies. Anyway, Kyle, who do you think these ones serve?
Wow, I didn't even get an answer. I don't even get a chance now. Fuck you.
Wait. What?
Yes,
Really
that's a
just-
hell.
What the fuck is that?
That's a Hellstrider.
I can't even tell what the fuck that is.
It's equipped with twin melta guns and a las cannon.
Wow. They look old.
Yes, they are stupid old.
Yeah, I have
They have
no
melted-
idea.
They are basically equipped with melta beams and the knight variant of las cannons.
But I know what it is. They serve the Emperor's children.
Yes, they are Slaanishes. Then you have
I
Hell
wouldn't have
Scourges
guessed
and
that.
Hell Knights. Yes, House Arcana Square. So I try to find the name of it. You have House Dravine, Slaanesh, House Harkin, House Dreer, which I bet you can guess which one they serve.
You said Dreer?
Yeah, Dreer.
I would guess Nurgle.
Are they dreary?
Yes,
That's
because they
exactly
got-
why I guessed Nurgle.
because they got obliterated during the Plague War, and I mean obliterated.
Obliterated.
Yes, you want to know why?
Why? Because the
The-
Emperor said bye.
No, the Knights Exemplar Space Marines chapter discovered an old Legion armory. Guess what was in that armory, Kyle, Alan?
Hmm.
Hell blades.
Oh.
You know, the old Legion super heavy that has a Volkite cannon on it,
Oh,
or it has the
Yeah.
conversion cannons. Yeah, suck to suck. That was just bad luck for everybody involved. Ugh, where are they? Each of the Chaos Gods has a night house devoted to them.
Bless you.
well, thank you. They look odd and old. Yes, Cicero, I agree with those models.
Yes, that model was made in 82. Very old. But we are now getting to the part where everybody was wanting to talk about. Though we stand tall within our knights, we are not above the laws of men. That every tyrant tremble in my sight should he think himself immune. For as long as I draw breath, the guilty will be punished. Be they Xenos invader, cursed traitor or highborn criminal. The Freeblade Davos, the Scorched Knight. So, Freeblades now, motherfuckers.
This is one of the ones I requested a long time ago.
Oh, sorry. Freeblade, the Oath of the Freeblade, or the Path, is basically a path any fit knight can take, whether it be for a pristine slight, hey, I believe I'm a failure, when, like, this is basically the Slayer Oath of knights if you're into fantasy.
Well,
Well-
I made the Freeblade Knight, and I wanted to know more about Freeblade Knights and everything because I wanted to try to make my own lore for it. As you guys know how my Knight and my Chaos Knight are tied together. So I was trying,
Yes.
if we do like a Freeblade episode, maybe I'll learn more and get better lore built because I have my own custom lore for my Knight that I created.
But sure, let me give you some details. Freeblades cast off all sigils of their original household, whether they be Mechanicus or Imperial. They cast it all off and take a different symbol.
Yep, I
They
did that.
forsake their names and even their history, and they are most times forbidden to even speak of it. And they go out into the galaxy, acting like Ronin and hero or random wandering sword knights, just here to save the fucking day.
Now imagine you're just a basic guardsman fighting. All of a sudden, you hear, "Don't worry, peasants, I'm here to save you," and a fucking knight appears out of nowhere and just demolishes some fucking chaos bastards.
That sounds like it'd be good on that side of it.
But basically, they go off to either right the wrong they believe they committed, earn honor for their house to reclaim their lost one, or to to slay some foe that escaped their wrath that went on to do some great harm.
Forgot one thing too.
Hmm.
Freeblades also form when their night house is completely obliterated and they're the last survivor.
And most times they do that though to gain attention of something else, either the Mechanicus or the Ordos Mechanicus, or the Questoris Mechanicus or the Questoris Imperial.
Try and get their house back.
That kind of happened to my Freeblade. The house is kind of gone.
Yeah, basically the idea is they go out to try to attract enough glory. The Questoris will seek them out and go, "Hey, who are you?" They'll go, "I am the last knight of so-and-so house, last of my line," and all that. And 9 times out of 10, they don't want to join another house. They go, "Okay, cool. I want you to restore that knight household.
You're doing
Here's-
good work.
Here's a bunch of tax. Here's a bunch of other schmucks and supplies. Go do your work."
You're doing God's work. Keep it up. You have our backing.
And notable Freeblades are known as the Armathrain. No, ugh. Let's see if you guys can pronounce this before I have another stroke. I wanna say it's
Xenospain?
Bob's having a strong, please help.
The Armathane.
You know, Xenospain.
Armathon.
Yeah, Armathon. It earns its name from the defenders of Romantic 7. Its distinctive purple-red hull. They mostly believed its name was in reference of its armor. Others claim it was to honor an imperial saint. Silent and purposeful. Jesus Christ. The knight never responded to any kind of Vox traffic, but heeded any incoming, "Hey, I need fire support here. Hey, enemy and allies here. Fire coming this way. Get out of the way," type shit.
So it won't
The only
say nothing, but we'll just show up to fuck shit up if it hears it.
Yes, they're basically an oath of silence. The only invitation they did not agree, how do I say it? That went unheard was their invitation to stay when the battle was won.
Pretty much, I show up, I fuck shit up, I leave.
Exactly. You have Agathos the Silent. Little is known about this knight, other than it is one of the 4 Imperial Knights of the Freeblade band known as the Sabers of the Emperor. Currently, Agathos is serving as part of an Inquisitorix's Contius Bulgaria Inquisitorial Warband. And I'm not making that shit up. Here is the name for that. Before you think I'm having a stroke.
I like
about to
how
say
Bob is
clear?
literally like, "I shit you not. Here it is."
Bulgaria. Bulgars.
Borgias. God damn. I'm about to say, Bob, do I need to go clear and give you the goddamn paddles again?
And here's the first part, Inquisitoriax. Instead of just saying Inquisitor, it's not like it's already a fucking title instead of something that needs Inquisitorial. Fucking jackasses. Anyway, you have Ulrich Arcanus, armed with a battle cannon and a Reaper chainsword. His distinctive bright and yellow livery. He earned his fame when emerging out of nowhere to defeat the fell creatures of Behemoth that fell across Ultima Segmentum. He would slay. Basically, how do I say this? Its greatest claim to fame is when it slew a dominant. You know the Tyranid model Dominatrix?
Mm-hmm.
That big thing. It killed one of them.
Oh.
It also, I know it's not written in the wiki. This is the reason why this knight is the reason why Calgar survived.
So this knight saved Calgar.
Yes, when you know how the Swarm Lord cut Calgar up and his own bodyguards were throwing themselves to save Calgar.
Please.
This thing charged the Swarm Lord.
And it bought Calgar time to get saved.
Yes, it basically made the thing basically refocus attention on the big giant robot with a fucking chainsword the size of a tank.
But like, half dead Astartes, gigantic fuck off machine. I'm gonna fight this thing.
You have the Blade of Finality, whose main claim to fame is being a pain in the ass to Huron Blackheart. Every time he shows up, this knight shows up and goes, "Ready for round 2, bitch?"
It's always trying to kill that thing.
Yeah, it's always going after the Red Corsairs. You have the Blade of Redemption, whose tale is one of betrayal, disgrace, and sorrow.
Speaking of which knight is constantly fucking up to Drukhari? I thought there was one that's always going after Drukhari.
I'm getting there, don't you worry. We're gonna go over all the free blades before this episode is done.
On the list.
We'll get there. Believe me, I'm already halfway down.
Whoa, what? Cicero, what the Pope that liked what? I
Like
don't
the Pope.
I don't know where that came in from, but I
Alex.
just happened to notice it.
Wait, Cicero. What the fuck? Cicero, details now in chat.
I'll say I don't think
Explain
I know
yourself.
this story.
I know this, but what the fuck did I say to trigger this Vietnam flashback?
I like how Cicero just inputs chat and he goes, "Now to wait."
Oh, Bulgaria, like the knight. Okay, I see. I hope that Inquisitor isn't running around doing
Borgia.
that.
No,
Borgia. Yeah, I hope to. Now I know what you're talking about. I hope to fuck you're not that Inquisitor isn't doing that. I mean, it'd be Grimdark, but goddamn. Anyway, where was I?
It's supposed to be a J, not a G, but I understand where that's coming from, though.
The Blade of Redemption, was that where it was at? Yes.
Yes.
Now that I'm back on the boat, instead of being knocked off it by this random history sucker punch from a Polish man. His story begins, he's the second son of the Lord of the House. When his older brother died, leaving Daedalus the honor of taking over his knight. When he went under the ritual of becoming, which is basically your first bonding with your knight, hear the whispers of his deceased brother from the throne Mechanicum. In doing so, he has revealed the truth of his brother's death.
He was attending an orgy with his... what?
What? What the fuck did I say? Or is that something Cicero put in? Jesus Christ.
No, he's like, Bob's actually making sense and talking like a normal person right now. Let me get my keyboard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Borgia had it with a little bit of, he kind of liked his daughter. So did his brother. His brother liked his sister.
Jesus Christ. Tell me he was one of the popes we burned.
No.
I don't know anything about this, and I don't think I want to.
Also, you want to hear another... Okay, I actually know what he's talking about. You want to hear another little fun fact? Do you know all the pictures of Jesus is actually Borgia's son?
No, I did not know this.
Yeah, I know the story comes from the White the picture you get from White Jesus, that's Bulger's son.
Yeah, he wanted to make his son look son Jesus. That's why he did that.
Nice.
But he liked his daughter a little too much, and his brother liked his sister a little too much, and they shared her sometimes.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Twitch is about to smack us.
Wow.
Thank God this is a Warhammer 40k podcast. There's no way any religious fanatics can be listening to this. We don't talk about sisters 24/7.
I mean, we're not going to talk about how somehow Twitter thought Space Marine 2 all the turrets are supposed to represent Jewish people.
Oh,
We're not
what
gonna-
the
Oh, yeah.
hell?
You
What?
didn't hear about this?
Oh
Yes.
God. What?
I wish that was a joke.
I wish that
really
was a
do.
joke. Yeah.
Twitter actually tried to do something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, Twitter tried to say that the Tyranids are supposed to be representing minorities.
No,
Oh
they're supposed to
my
represent
God.
Jews.
And
That
then the Space Marines were the Nodo Germans. And the Yahtzee party.
He was the Doge Van Dyer, the guy who loves Sisters of Battle Feet photos. Yes, I know all about the Doge Van Dyer memes.
Oh dear God, on a stick. Anyway, Blade of Redemption. We found out that his brother was slain by his father.
Back on track. For the love of God.
For the love of God, before I lose it. And instead of fighting ever, he vowing to accept exile rather than ever fight beside his father for this betrayal of family. He became known as the Blade of Redemption. It travels with the arrival of Guruk and the Red Wog.
Oh,
He's returned.
sorry to stop your rant there, Bob. You're doing so good talking in a row like that, but
Well, you see, that's what happens when a
I'm
Polish man comes out of nowhere.
finally
and punches-
out of Runefang Steel.
You see, that's what
Dude,
happens when a
what the
Polish
fuck are y'all teaching about 40k right now?
knights. We're trying to, at least.
You were trying.
Then you have the Free Blade Bloodlord, piloted by Sir Marcel. Nothing really history there. You have the Crimson Glaive.
Goddamn it, Kyle, stop mixing white.
I'm actually doing the Runefang Steel. I haven't used a pot in a long time. I'm actually using a pot now.
Basically, the Crimson Glaive banded with two other knights, but known as the Crimson Glaives. Actually, there's three of them. And they drove off an Eldari raiders from a moon.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, known as the Crimson Glaives. Then you have Sir Harkon Carabarn, the Chainbreaker, Perennis Rex.
I've heard that name before. I
Hey,
actually
this
had
one-
that model, but I didn't make Canis Rex. I made somebody else.
And I'm actually going to speak this one's whole entire tale. When the Iron Warriors attacked the night world of Radian Alpha, the ruling house Carabarn marched out in force to deny them. But after a final courageous stand before the gates of the Stygian Keep, the house was defeated. The last of its Night Zeus were disabled by invasive electro geists, aka EMP. The pilots hauled out for torturous reconditioning. Their serf chattel enslaved by the millions. Sir Carabarn was amongst those taken captive, but refused to. Hang on one second, guys.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Bob had to go run off really quick.
That's not good. I'm just doing my touch-up work, and then I'm going to do my Tesseract. And then these warriors will finally be ready to go.
I was gonna say, explain what you're painting right now while we're waiting for Bob.
Well, while we're waiting for Bob, I'm working on some of my warriors. I got a 10-man blob of warriors here. I'm trying to get ready to go on the tabletop, and I'm trying to get my Necrons done in between random small projects. Because I want to get my Necrons painted up so I can actually like play with a painted army. I think it'd be kind of nice to do that.
Sorry about that, guys.
It became paint time while you were gone.
Sorry. Basically, Sir Carabarn was taken captive amongst them, but refused to give in to the horrors inflicted by the Iron Warriors. Praying to the Emperor for a miracle, his mount Cranus Rex, acting purely under the direction of its ferocious machine spirit, tore free of the Iron Warriors' remaking engines and blasted a path to its pilot, and made good their escape. After undertaking the Free Blade Oath as the last noble of his house, Sir Harkonnen led a resistance, but eventually came to the conclusion his world was lost. Taking his knight and a small contingent of his loyal servants, the loyal homeworlders, he managed to save that he had managed to save. He stole an Imperial frigate and set off to find a war he could win for the Imperium. He voyages the stars ever since, freeing Imperial citizens enslaved by the foul oppressors and punishing the Scions of Chaos with vengeance and fury. Motherfucker's engine pulled a BT and broke free and saved him. Protocol 3. Protocol 3. Protect the pilot. But then you have the Crimson Reaper. Were you going to say something, Alan?
I was gonna say, yeah, aren't like knights, like, depending on which knight you have, they're like extremely loyal, and that can actually like somewhat like feel what you feel.
Well, they say during the ritual of becoming, your conscience after you die becomes one with your machine spirit, with the machine spirit of your knight chassis.
Oh yeah, that's why some of the Chaos Knights, they actually got crazy because they were all about honor. Here, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here because Chaos
for
Knights,
it.
I know a lot about them. So,
Go for
it. In 30K, a lot of the knights that fell to Chaos during the Horus Heresy, they didn't follow like Horus for like, oh yeah, I just want to go murder a bunch of people. I want to go fuck shit up with Horus. They were actually honor bound to some of the Chaos Astartes. So they were almost like, well, either I gotta break my oath of I will aid you during battle, my blood debt, or I stay loyal to the Imperium, and they went with their honor. And then what actually happens a lot of times is they're still like the knight is still, they believe they're still honorable, the AI, like AI, machine spirit is still honorable in there also. And as they're constantly doing all these like atrocities, they're going mad because it's like the machine spirit is like telling them, hey, that's not what we're doing. We're not supposed to do this. Stop this now. Well, the pilot's like, I'm doing this for honor. These guys, I am bound to. They're not breaking honor. Therefore, I'm not breaking honor. So I'm just going to continue doing my duty. And they just start going. It's just a relapse. They start going more mad and mad and mad. That's why a lot of them are just fucking nuts. They literally made themselves insane with that. It's kind of sad if you think about it.
No, it's not. Fuck them traitors.
If you guys like audio dramas, I recommend checking out an audio drama. It's on Spotify and YouTube called Cold Open Stories. They do a lot of 40K fan stuff. And one of the first things they did is, like, one of the first 3 things they did is one where a knight pilot is fighting the machine spirit and trying to control his knight to kill the Xenos. But instead of the machine spirit just wants to kill these Xenos. That's its job, and he's trying to survive. And the knight's like, no, we're gonna stay here and keep fighting. So he's fighting the machine spirit to survive. And I definitely recommend checking that audio drama out if you're into that sort of thing.
And I've already subscribed.
Cold Open Stories has a lot of stuff out there. They've been out for a while. They got a lot of good audio dramas. I definitely recommend it.
That's not something I can actually fall into sleep to.
Anyway,
it's good.
Back on target. We are running a little late. Which one was it that Sister wanted us to talk about in particular?
Death Sabers, I believe?
The Death Saber.
Yeah, that one, I think.
Where is it? For the love of fuck. 40K Night House.
Happy Tech Priest. He's excited.
Because I know we're
talking about this. We'll wait for Bob. I was gonna say, do you guys want to do some Rock and Stone after the show?
possibly. I might need just a few minutes to get relaxed.
Maybe.
The Death Saber, the Night Rampager, Chaos Free Blade. who, after nearly 2.5 centuries of ceaseless war, had been covered in thick layer of skin fat taken from worthy foes. The knights once had a throng of chaos cultists who followed it into battle to spot and displayed their loyalty to it, though acts of increasing depravity. Though the continuous slaughter drew the admiration of admiration of a pack of Necron flayed ones. Fucking what, mate?
Oh, yes, I love this one.
Who emerged from their bleak dimension to follow the night. They quickly killed the Rampager's cultists and started worshiping it. They started worshiping a fucking Chaos Knight, Jesus Christ, as they
Yeah.
saw the flesh covered from the Death Slayer as a manifestation of the Katana.
Well, if you got that
in
flayed
its
one and
own-
you see a goddamn knight running around covered in skin, it's like, yes,
Yes, my
Wait.
God.
we
What
want
the-
the skin.
Oh, Clavitor, the Flayer.
Yes. It's a corn knight, if I believe, right?
No, it's just a fucking random Ravager. Which, if I believe, Knight Ravagers. Yeah, there's just a crazed Chaos Knight.
Those are the Chaos Knights. They're on melee.
Well, this I made a Ravager. That's the Chaos Knight I'm making, and it's for corn. And I got eventually when I finish the knights and everything, I will explain my custom lore for everything. But
I
he's,
am
going for corn.
immediately concerned. Kyle,
Why?
explain how you skinless robotic automata started following a fucking chaos warp creature immediately, please.
It's covered in skin. We like skin. That's enough. That's all you need to know.
He's not wrong.
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Why?
there's a book where there's a goddamn thing covered in skin flying around. The flayed ones are just following it around, catching the scraps as it drops. So,
You're just making Bob more worried.
Concern.
Night Lords! I want a Night Lords emote so bad.
Imagine being a guardsman and you see this coming towards you. Instant shit pants.
I mean, it'd be almost as shit pants scared as the story I told about the Night Lords. Speaking of which, that should have been clipped and nobody did it, and I'm upset about it.
Oh, I want to explain it, and I'll tell those. Then I'll
Wait,
cut
what
it
happened
down.
now? Night
I
Lords.
remember during the Night Lord episode, and I did that little story where you're back to the wall. There's only one way in, and you're panicking, thinking these fuckers are gonna come and kill you. You remember this, don't you, Kyle? I remember you going, "Holy shit!"
I mean, I can always go back in the YouTube days.
Yeah, I think we'll have to. That deserved a fucking clip. In my humblest opinions, maybe I'm just tooting my own horn. The mini stories I did in each of the Legion episodes deserved one. Or maybe I'm just tooting my own horn. Anyway,
Possible.
If any of these is a clip, I think it was my Gilliman episode.
yes, that deserves one too. I'm not saying it doesn't. But it should be a super clip of just cut out everything else besides all the different robot Gilliman names. What was it? Robo Gorilla Man?
Robo Gorilla.
I can
Man,
always
yes.
go back, download the episode, and make my own clip if I remember correctly. So I can always make
But
it a
yeah.
sound. I can make it a sound bite.
I'm concerned.
You still there?
No, just concerned.
He's scared.
There's also a Green Knight.
A green.
Yes,
Is it what I
Macho-
think it is?
Yes.
Is it literally the Green Knight from fucking fantasy?
It guards an archaeotech vault that supposedly stands vigilant over loss in powerful technology. Every time it's supposedly slain, it comes back moments later.
It's literally the Green Knight from Fantasy of Bretonia.
That's all the knights are. Let's just be honest. Hence the joke. For the lady. I mean the Emperor.
But that one was that's a little too on the nail.
No such thing.
Bob, even you are. I can see the vein pulsing from here.
I mean, does it annoy me? Yes, but I've long grown with it.
It's life.
It is life.
Anyways,
then you-
what's next?
And then you have a group of free blades known as the Oathsworn. Can you guess who the original house of this free blades are?
Honestly, no idea.
Oath
But
Sword?
Mm-hmm.
Is it some type of Space Marine chapter thing, maybe?
These are the knights. These are the spoiler alert, Game of Thrones reference. These are the Night's Watch of House Hawkshroud.
They guard the
No,
Eye of Terror.
what is the main principle of the Night's Watch? Who do they take? The disgraced, the honorless.
Oh, okay.
So if you break your oath, you are forced to join what's known as an Oathsworn.
Oh, okay.
The only difference
they-
with these ones, this is one of the few instances of a free blade group of free blades who proudly display their house's sigil, their house's heraldry and livery.
It's one of the only ones.
Yep, you also have the Obsidian Knight,
I've heard of that one before.
encountered during the Damocles Gulf. And this one's been hunting Tau commanders ever since.
Crows. Finally done the Von Ryan's Leapers. Jeez, who made a name like that for a Nid? I agree. Building them
Yeah.
fuckers was a pain in the ass.
I bet it
What's worse,
was.
Kyle? Belisarius Call or that?
Call. Hands fucking down.
Ah.
I fucking streamed for 3.5 hours and Call was 2 hours of it.
I remember because I remember laughing about it.
Oh my god. I was figured I'd have a lot more done than that, but oh my god, he's so fucking spindly.
But by far right now, I will post a few pictures of the free blades. This is the Green Knight.
Oh my god, yeah.
For the lady.
Or the lady.
You have Canis Rex.
Canis Rex?
Canis Rex. You have the Obsidian Knight.
What? No bushes on the armor.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what shocked the shit out of me about that one. Oh, and here's one I didn't even talk about, known as the Lost Knight, who's basically been paired up with the Black Templars ever since for perpetuity.
What'd he do?
They don't know, but he follows the Black Templars. So it could be anywhere from being he committed some unforgivable sin to maybe he said the wrong prayer for soup.
They're like, we don't know? Well, we don't care.
Mind you, I like how this one looks.
We don't know what he did, but he's a knight, so...
And he's allowed to carry something very rare into battle, if you notice looking at that. Can you notice the symbol he carries upon him?
Oh, he carries the Mechanicus symbol. And also he carries the Black Knight symbol on top of him.
That's the heraldic cross. That is something the Black Templars only give to those who earn it, to carry it into battle.
To be fair, I'd give him it too.
He's a knight.
I mean, yeah. That was Imperial Knights. Any other questions, guys?
No?
Not entirely.
Any
Did I-
questions, chat?
Did I fill your curiosity?
Does Chet
Yes.
have any questions they want to ask or anything like that sort of thing? Almost done. touching up
I
the
don't. To unlock this achievement, you need to slaughter 10,000 heretics in under an hour. The Templar Cross for Cicero.
Yes.
Well, I believe that's it for everybody.
Well-
No more questions.
I don't know. Besides, I'll remind you this. If you guys really want to start seeing us do a book club and seeing Bob break down books, all three of us. Maybe that's something we should all get to do and do in person type shit.
Maybe like
What-
all sit at Kyle's couch and just talk about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Kyle, right? Or how do you feel?
I could try to set something up.
I say, however you feel, we'll work this out. Either way,
Or we
please,
could do the guest star ability.
that too.
Because they got this new guest star ability on Twitch. We could try that out.
We could do that.
Because if
Either
that
way,
works out, that's how I want to kind of do our table talk episodes too. I want to try to see if that'll work.
please show some love to the Coda Series library. I'm not going to do something you guys aren't going to enjoy or want to watch. So, please, show something.
Let us know what you want to do.
And I love how this chat has been nothing but Cicero all night.
And Bal's in there also.
Bao was in there once talking about we started talking about the kid.
If we got the lurkers in there, and then if somebody can't, it's okay because I know they catch the VOD after.
Yeah, but please,
We ain't hating.
yeah, we ain't hating it. It's just I find it funny. For normally there's a lot of people. This time it's just Cicero.
Well, Cicero's OG.
You're damn right he's OG.
Cicero OG.
But please, show some love to the Coda Series library. Show me you guys want to see this. If we'll do it. I'll talk about any series, and who knows, maybe I'll let you guys select a book. Maybe make Bob lead some word bearer shit if you like. Ugh.
Now you're just tempting Cicero.
Well, I want to see if the chat would actually enjoy it.
Word error. Oh boy. I really want to read. I haven't had a chance to do it. I really want to so bad. The Night Lord series.
Oh, you mean Soul Haunter, Blood Reaver,
Soul Haunter.
and Void Stalker?
I got the first one on audiobook. I listened to the first 2 chapters while I was like at work or if I had time. I haven't lately, but I would really like to read more of that. Not my fault. I enjoy commenting live all those grimdark fucked up things. Yes, like your Pope.
Yes. Yeah. Or what they did to The Witcher. I bet people are rioting about that shit in Poland.
What?
You didn't hear what they did to the poor Witcher series?
No.
They went so off the rails. Henry Cavill
Oh, I
went,
see
fuck
you.
this, I'm not doing this anymore.
I see exactly what you were thinking.
You go on to repent now.
Just
Yes.
Go ahead, repent
Let's
now.
put it this way. You know how they did
Oh.
the Witcher series for Netflix?
Yes.
Cavill's one thing was it had to stick pretty true to the books.
Thank you for the pit, Cicero.
Go and repent now. No. And they went so far off the rails, Cavill, they had to have somebody else fill in for, I think, the 3rd season.
Well, I know
He was-
Cavill said, "Screw that, I'm done," because they're going over the place. I know that. But now he's gonna work on 40K stuff, so I'm okay with this
Which, as long as they give him directive control of that shit, I will be very happy.
because he's
Well,
a big
I heard-
Warhammer nerd.
I heard he demanded it.
Well, no, I think they recognized it, saw everybody's reaction to, hey, we like Cavill being the Witcher because he gives a shit about this universe.
Watch the Polish one from 2002.
There's a what?
Apparently, there's a Polish series from 2002. CGI is shit, but it's true to the books. Okay.
My brother in Christ, I watched the old Conan shit. It can't be any worse. Drop that link in the Discord now.
Bob is ready.
Like, I have two major fucking hobbies I love. Like, I am a Witcher nerd and a fucking 40K nerd, and I'm not just saying that to be a shitter. I fell in love with the series with The Witcher 3, and then I went and bought every fucking book in the span of maybe a week because I was just listening to them back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, legitimately, I cannot recommend the Witcher books more.
Let's see here. So this was our night episode, yes?
Yes.
Night houses and nights in general. Okay.
Funny how I start talking about Geralt, Knight of Rivia. Better
Just add that in there.
Geralt, Knight of Rivia. But yes,
No.
as I said, I am really hopeful for maybe this happens. Just so, hey, at Cicerone, I'm not scared. Stop posting links Warning. Hey, stop that, Nightbot.
You're gonna have to put it in the Discord, not actually in here. Nightbot says no.
Kyle, get your fucking scarab. Before I hit it in the head with an iron.
It's like no.
This is not a request. Tell that fucker to go fuck itself.
At Jersey Mike's, you
Oh,
got
God.
I want me Witcher.
That Jersey Mike's. Fuck you, Jersey Mike.
What's wrong with Jersey Mike's?
An ad popped up. But thank you everybody for joining us. This has been our Imperial Knights episode.
Huzzah.
We're gonna send you guys over to Sir Davicus. He's over there painting. So you guys can continue to enjoy Warhammer painting and whatnot, and other fun stuff, shenanigans, whatever. I have no idea.
Huzzah.
But
You know what we can always do too.
Hmm.
After parties, squash simulator.
if anybody wants to join us in the Warhammer Vigigame video channel in the Discord, we will be in there after that, and I will stream on the Discord what we're doing there. But not on Twitch. We're done on Twitch.
Yeah.
But until then, I want to thank everybody for stopping by, and I hope you all have a good night.
Good night,
Peace.
everybody.